What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the auditorium where I react to video game music for the first time. I'm currently losing my voice, so don't mind me. This is the return today of Blue Reflection. I've done this once before, and I do not remember what it sounded like. It's been a while. It's gonna be a sort of it's 2 videos, but I think it's like 4 songs. So the first one's called binGe, all phase mix, and I think this can also go by, let me see, the note says Tifreth themes. And then after that we have a song called Blue Reflection from Blue Reflection. This is requested by Albin, Ashcroft, and Kalanin. Let's start off with binGe, all phase mix. Let me know what's up with this. Oh, and channels are Swerve Star and Koei Tecmo Europe Ltd. Okay, to preserve my vocal cords, I'm going to just listen. Okay, Blue Reflection, binGe. That's not what I was expecting looking at that thumbnail. If you ever see me reaching over here, that's me turning it up in my ears. My interface is right here. It's only been like 20 seconds. What happened? Some slight dubstep. It's been a while since I've heard dubstep. Who's the composer? Oh, that's cool. Reminds me of old Tekken. Dude, there's been so many dynamic changes in a minute 13 seconds. It's still the first phase. I gotta go hear the other Blue Reflection I did a while ago, because I don't remember this. Alright, shh. Let's just drift away and listen to it all together. Ooh, this satisfies such an itch that I really enjoy. I'll explain later. We're in phase 2. Ooh, this conflict of energy, I love it. Is it happy? Is it... No? I can sense a little bit of Yakuza in there too. It's like Toho, Namco, and Scarlet Nexus had a baby. Dude, you need to give flowers to dubstep. It's been long enough, you know. It's no... We'll talk about it. In moderation, dubstep hits. Kind of sounds like a racing game too. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna talk about this song. There's so much going on. Phase 3. Last phase. I wonder if the phases have to do with the characters on screen. What is going on in the song? Xenoblade has entered the building. It's a celebration of video games. It's the ultimate VGM. Confused ending. Let me look up what kind of game Blue Reflection is. Because I have no idea. RPG. It's from Gust. It looks nothing like this would sound like. It looks like it's an all-girl cast. What's that other game I did that was like an all-girl cast? It was is it like this one? Where is it? Natunia Reavers is like that. Okay, dude, that was a lot to process. Okay. So, video game music is pretty cool, yeah? Okay. So, this is kind of why, because, like, I feel like you don't have many opportunities to hear this kind of stuff, especially, like, I don't know, it's just like a conglomerate, just mishmash of... That to me sounded like so many video games, and also just the mix was good. Now, I don't know... I take a shot every time I've said I don't know on this channel, but I don't know when or how this plays in game. I do not think it plays like this. This is an all phase mix, so I'm guessing this channel just kind of block them together. That's just a word I made up, or sound I should say. So let me know how it actually plays, if they take their time, or they long breaks in between. But it was seamless, and since there's 3 of them, I'm just going to assume that they belong to each one of the 3 girls we see here. But either way, I was not expecting any of that. Like, first of all, I don't remember what the original Blue Reflection song I heard sounded like. And second, I totally judged a book by its cover because I just wasn't expecting that. Now, musically, it's not entirely dubstep, right? It's kind of a mixture of, you know, sort of like hard house, faster techno stuff, and dubstep. Which I just have to, like, it kind of came to me as I was hearing it. And I don't want to make you guys feel old or anything, but dubstep is over 15 years old now, maybe slightly longer. And just a fun fact, here's a story. I'm not claiming in any way that I definitely heard it before other people, because obviously I haven't. But I do remember specifically being one of the first, like, people in my friend group at the time that heard it, and it wasn't, and it's because someone showed it to me, so they get credit. Shout out Joseph. But I remember specifically, like, we were at a friend's house, and my friend showed me like a burnt CD, yeah, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was a mix of Caspa and Rusko from the album Fabric Live 37, and I'd never heard anything like that before, right? I never heard dubstep. This was like 2009, 2010, something like that. God. And I just remember, like, every time someone would hear it from me, they would always be like, "What is that?" But I was like, "No, I heard it from." Anyways, whatever. I don't even know how he heard of it. But I do remember, like, I did hear it before the craze took off. It took off maybe like a year or so after that. And I remember being so surprised. I'm like, I've never, you know how people comment, like, I've never been this early on a video. That was the first time I ever felt like I witnessed something. Not that I had anything to do with creating it, mind you. I'm just saying I heard it really early, before it started appearing in like every commercial, it's everywhere, or it was. But now that I think about it, it was 15 something years ago, right? More than that, actually. So the way you have to think about it is like how us millennials think of the 80s when we were in the 90s. I know that's sad, but it's true, right? Like, when we were in the 90s and 2000s, the 80s seemed like this very distant, far away decade with their own sound. Well, dubstep was kind of like that sound of the early 2010s, and it has no longer been. Like, it's faded out already, it's gone. So I feel like, in a way, you can give it its flowers now, if that makes any sense. But in moderation, it kind of reminds us, I should say, why we all thought it was so cool when it came out, because it was so different. And, but in like small strides, it's really cool. If you don't hear it all the time, it really hits. But you know how it is, as we're growing up. I know it's not just me either, but like, as something is new and happening currently, it's kind of like okay to like talk down on it or think it's kind of corny or something. But things as normal get appreciation over time and as the fad goes out. So let me know how your actual experience with dubstep has been, and do you see what I'm kind of saying? Because it feels like it was like a couple years ago, but it's been a while ago. Kids have been born and they're in their teenage years now. So sorry, but now again, as far as this game, I have no idea what's going on, but that was really, really, really good. It just sounded like so many video games. What did I say? Scarlet Nexus, like some racing games, a little Xenoblade violin going on. That was just great. That was great. And and speaking of dubstep, it wasn't like drenched in it. It just showed up here and there, and that's what made it really cool. It was like a spice. Okay. Let me go into the next song, which is just called Blue Reflection. So I'm guessing it's the main theme. Let's just get right into it. Train tracks. What a difference. I hear like voices speaking, like distant background chatter. currently muting myself so you don't hear the lawnmower outside. Sorry. A complete 180 from the last song, but that's cool though. It's the palette this game may possess. Quite calming. The last one made me feel like I was running 1,000 miles an hour. This one feels like after that running of 1,000 miles an hour. All right, so you're gonna have to excuse me, but there's some construction going on outside, so I'm actually going to cut and get back to you when there's a lot less noise, and I'll still hold all my thoughts, so hang on a minute. All right, we're back, and I actually kind of cheated because in the downtime I actually heard and checked out the other Blue Reflection one I did, and just by this you can see that I was kind of enjoying it. Now, this song, a lot of stuff came to mind, but also a lot didn't come to mind. And when I say didn't, the song felt very like I have no context, so it's not going to hit me as hard as someone who's played it. But then I realized the name of the song is the name of the game, so I'm like fully convinced this is the title theme, main menu theme, etc. So I just talked about something like this recently. Maybe it's kind of like Xenoblade, a game that I'm very recently acquainted with, where the main theme is like vastly different from the rest of the game. It's like kind of this sort of like prologue sound, kind of like a book. You know, you start to read the index and then like the story begins. So the two songs prior to this, so the one just before this one and the one that I heard before called Sayonara, by the way, those are extremely different from this main theme. Maybe it's a different composer or something, but I got a whole different like vibe here. It felt very reminiscent, sort of like a lot of like memories. But as time went on and I kept hearing all these like sound effects in the song, it sounded like school, right? Like, first of all, I see one girl with like a somewhat schoolgirl outfit, but also just it just sounded like school to me. It sounded like chatter, like cafeteria, lunchtime, that kind of thing. And now I'm curious if this motif that's playing in this section right here is like shows up in any other parts just that I haven't caught yet. So maybe in the other two songs I heard, maybe something from this song is in there, but like electronic or something. So yeah, let me know if it's actually like a huge difference between this theme and the rest of the songs, or if it's more like this. Because I would have never ever guessed those came from the same game. And to me, this felt like more of a like, say, a personal favor from the requester type of thing, right? Like where maybe not many would understand it. If it's kind of and I don't mind that, by the way, either. Like, send me what you want to send me. You know, that's what I admire the most. For any future requesters or anything, you know, you definitely don't have to send stuff that you may think I may like per se. It's just whatever you like, and you're just like sharing it with me. So to me, this feels more of like, hey, Blue Reflection fans, do you guys remember when this song plays? And it's just kind of like something to talk and, you know, have a little communication with people in the comments. I think it's a pretty lovely thing, actually, because I've seen some comments here, people like become friends because I mean, usually YouTube comments are like a cesspool, but hey, here's just a bunch of like video game facts or knowledge, or people telling me like, oh, me and my brother used to, you know, it's really wholesome stuff, surprisingly. And you'll see some people be like, oh, dude, you know, like I never knew anyone else that played this. So that's what I got from this song. It felt very much like Blue Reflection fans rejoice, but for me, it just sounded like a really nice piano solo piece and a kind of looking back on type of sound, like very, yeah, like memory type of thing. And I think at first I thought the sounds were like sounds from outside. Like, I'm hearing voices, but yeah, it sounded to me like school, which is weird because I haven't been in school in so many years. So hearing that kind of like social chatter triggered this weird like whoa, man, I haven't been in school in so long. It's feel old. So before I lose my voice anymore, that was really cool. Let me know more about Blue Reflection. I don't have many other requests. This may be my last. Let me see, actually. I could actually enter that right now if I have any more Blue Reflection. Oh no, I have. Oh, never mind. Okay, we still have more. Okay, so yeah, what is this game? And let me know if it was a game first and then something else, all that cool stuff. So, all right, thank you to Albin and Kaladin for Blue Reflection. Thank you to all my Patreon members you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.